And then of course this figure does have the spring action, so if you push his legs in and then push down on him, he should pop up. Hey, what's up everybody? This is Flashback Toys and Collectibles, and today I'm going to be opening up a deluxe figure from the Masters of the Universe Origins toy line. This is Ram Man. So let's take a look at the box first. So this is new for 2021. Heroic Human Battering Ram. Spring-loaded, body that blasts back. So this is the deluxe figure, so this does come with a couple of extra items. It does come with an extra head, an alternate axe, and an extra hand. Let's take a look at the back. It shows a battle between Faker and Skeletor. And then it shows how the figure works here. Push down to lock into position, push again to spring into action, twist into powerful battle positions. And here's some of the other figures that are available in the deluxe toy line. You got Clamp Champ, Battle Armor Skeletor, and Battle Armor He-Man. And I want to do a quick comparison with a card back. So this is a partial card back from Ram Man from the 1980s Masters of the Universe toy line. And this figure brand new cost $4.44. And this cost me about $21. And on the back, on the original one, he's battling Skeletor. And you got He-Man there in the background helping him out. And on this one, he's battling Faker and Skeletor. So the artwork on the original Ram Man is quite a bit different than this deluxe figure. Okay, let's go ahead and open this guy up. So I'm just going to cut the bubble off this so I can just save the card back. Okay, let's pop this bubble off. And pop the head out of here. And the alternate axe. So as you can see here, I can now store this card back that does not have a bubble, and this won't take up much room. Okay, here's a look at what we get inside the package. We got Ram Man, the figure himself, comic book, 2 axes, an extra hand, and an extra head. Let's take a quick look at the comic book here. Battle Armor Reborn, so it features Battle Armor Skeletor and Battle Armor He-Man on the cover. And it looks as if He-Man, Clamp Champ, and Ram Man are victorious over the evil Skeletor. And here's some instructions that show all the removable parts on Ram Man. Let's take a look at Ram Man himself. So he's got some silver or chromish colored armor on his shoulders and face, and also on his belt right there. His arms do have a little bit of articulation. They move at the top and at the elbow and at the fist or the hand. And then the legs can twist at the bottom right here. And then of course this figure does have the spring action, so if you push his legs in and then push down on him, he should pop up. So you can pop him down, he locks in place, push him again, pops up. Now let's do a quick comparison with the original Ram Man. So the original Ram Man had a similar feature with the legs. You can pop those in. Then there's a little lever at the bottom here that can make them pop up. Let's look at the faces here. So they look pretty similar. As far as the color scheme, it looks to be pretty similar, except for the belt. On the original guy, the whole belt was chrome, and on the new guy, just the center portion of the belt is chrome. The articulation on the old figure is pretty limited when compared to the new one. On the original one here, the arms can swivel back and forth like this, but there's no joint at the elbow, and the hand does not move. And as far as the legs go on the original figure, there's no articulation at all. Both of these legs are molded together, and none of these parts are movable. So the only thing that moves is both legs at the same time for that spring feature. And with this newer figure, it does pivot at the knee, and the legs are separated. They're not molded into one piece like the original figure. Also on this newer figure, I just found this out, the knees can pivot this direction as well, but it's really stiff. But there is a knee joint here. So that's a pretty big advantage over the original figure. The original figure was kind of boring. I mean, he looks cool, but as far as functionality, there's not much happening with this guy. Let's compare the axe. So this deluxe figure does come with 2 axes, but there is one that is similar to the original one. Here's the original axe and the deluxe figure axe. So there's a pretty noticeable size difference between the two. But the overall shape of these 2 axes is pretty similar. They're just on a little bit different scale. And here's the alternate axe for Ram Man. So this is a double-sided axe. And this axe looks pretty wicked. It looks like that can go in the right hand right here. Or you can swap out his left hand for the open hand. And then he can hold the axe in his left hand here. And then hold the other axe in the right hand. So that's cool that he can hold both weapons at the same time. On the original Ram Man, he can only hold a weapon in the right hand because there's a hole for it. In the other hand, there's nothing. It's just a solid fist. So in this figure, some of the parts are removable, such as the arms and the head. Here is the alternate head. So there's a pretty big difference between these two. On this guy, he has a full face shield, and the eyes look a little bit meaner in this one as well. Let's go and try this on the figure. So this head looks pretty cool, but I do prefer the other one because it matches the original Ram Man a little bit better. Let's compare the size of these 2 figures. So the original figure, when it's all the way extended out, appears to be a little bit taller than the new figure. Let's go ahead and spring him all the way down here. And same with this guy. The old figure is quite a bit shorter than the new figure. And that's one thing with the old figure, when he's all the way down, he looks pretty funny. The new figure, when he's sprung all the way down, also looks a little funny, but not near as goofy as the original. And another big difference between these 2 figures is what they're made of. With this guy, he's made of kind of a rigid plastic on this section of the body and the feet, and then the arms are made of kind of a hard rubber. And with this guy, it's more of a soft plastic for this area, and the arms and the legs are made of kind of a hard rubber. And same thing goes with the head. So here's my overall thoughts with this new Ram Man figure. I like this guy quite a bit, and he's not near as boring as the original Ram Man. The original Ram Man was pretty limited with no articulation in the arms or legs, and there was a lot of kids in the 80s that never actually purchased the original Ram Man. This guy would just sit there on the shelf while the other cool figures like Battle Armor He-Man and Battle Armor Skeletor would sell like crazy. And this guy would just get overlooked because he just wasn't near as cool as the rest of the Masters of the Universe figures. But with this guy, they made some radical changes, and this is the Ram Man that we always wanted. Okay, it's time for me to go. If you liked this video, if you could hit that like button and please subscribe, and have yourself a great day. and I'll see you next time.